Herbert grew up in Africa, and he had an amazing teacher that taught him music, and he said that changed his life, and he became a professional session musician and travelled around the world playing music. We have a lot of family members here that really enjoy music. It brings the home to life whenever we have live music in the building, and the family members are dancing and singing, and they just love to join in.
Luff House is a residential care home for the elderly in the seaside town of Walton-on-the-Naze. Because we are a Christian-based care home with Christian values and ethos, we believe that the older people that live here, that we consider to be family members, that we are all family together under God, they've still got something to give, they've still got value, and they've still got meaning, and they've still got purpose. And our role here is to get to know them as well as we can so that we can enable that. We do try and have music in the home every week. We try and find music that is meaningful to the people that live here. We had the Salvation Army come in recently and played for us because we've got a lady that lives here who used to be an officer in the Salvation Army. And we've got one lady here who is a big Elvis fan. So we had an Elvis impersonator come once. Shanty bands I looked for because we've got a gentleman that lives here at the moment who used to play a squeeze box in a shanty band.
Ever I get me feet back on land to me. Way, hey, hey, yeah!
Nick has always been interested in music. When I first knew him, he was interested in going to folk clubs and singing at folk clubs. And then somebody local suggested they wanted a shanty group, and it went on from there. And I've never known him not be involved in some form of music.
When we have musicians come here and play, I will ask them if Herbert could join them for one of their songs. And we've found actually that they realise how good he is, that they're quite happy for him to carry on for the whole set.
And it's heave up and away we'll go, heave away, Santiana.
Sylvia's always loved dancing from an early age and got into going to the dance halls with her friends, and then coming here whenever they get a group in or a singer. She just loves to join in, singing along, and if possible getting up to dance. She's so steady on her feet dancing, which is amazing considering she has to use the stick to walk. But she's like a different person.
Music for Mick is important, and for Mick to be able to have musical entertainment, some of which he can remember from things he's done in the past. It's like Mick as a person has not been forgotten, and Mick as a person has not forgotten the things that he took so much pleasure in.
Music really is an important part of the way we care, because it enables us to offer really tailored, person-centred care. Dementia takes away the ability for people to interact and chat and talk in the ways that they normally would. But with music, it can reach them in a way that other things can't, and it brings them back to themselves and enable them to communicate and participate. Over 80% of our family members are living with dementia, so music is really the key to enabling them to shine on a daily basis.
John,